What's up, Duelist? This is Team Nexus member Oran along with teammate Kyle. So what did you do and what did you play?
I came second place at the Nuri LLDS this past weekend playing my Lair Demise deck.
Okay.
Right. So getting into the profile, we played 3 of what, in my opinion, is the best card in Yu-Gi-Oh! 3 Lilith, Lady of Lament. You tribute a dark monster and search a normal trap, essentially. Well, reveal 3 and then 1 gets randomly added. But it's just too good a card. We play 3 Arima, the Wicked Warden. It's essentially a worse version of Lilith, except you could ditch this from hand to search a field spell. And you search your big boy, which is the Darkest Diablos, Lord of the Lair. You only play 2 of this, you don't want to see him really in your opening hand, especially since this is a Demise deck. So you can't really bring him out that often, but if you do happen to draw him off Demise, you could just ditch him to the grave and bring him out later. So it's not too bad. We also play Artifact Engine. 1 Scythe, 1 Moral Attack. Scythe's just busted. It just locks out so many decks this format. And Moral Attack's just a good utility card. Onto the spells, we play 3 of this thing, Lair Darkness. It is a great field spell, turns everything onto field dark, and allows me to tribute one of my opponent's monsters for effect once per turn, or cost. It's just too good a card. But it does nothing on its own, hence why I only play the 1 Terraforming. Seeing too many field spells is not too good. I could still play 9 copies of this technically, but only the 1 Terraforming because it's only good really going second in comparison to Metaverse, which I also play, because Metaverse is searchable of Lilith. Onto the best draw card in Yu-Gi-Oh! Apart from Pot of Greed, obviously. 3 Card of Demise. It's just draw 3, that's busted. And we also play 3 Pot of Duality, which you don't special summon on your own turn that much, so playing these doesn't really hurt the deck. This just allows you to dig for Lilith or Lair, whatever you're missing, essentially. My own spicy tech is 2 Enemy Controller, because with Lair on the field, you can tribute your opponent's card to take control of their other monster, and that's just baffling. This deck does struggle to get damage on board sometimes, it's more just control the board and poke every now and then. This helps with that. Plus, because it's a spell, it doesn't lose to the likes of Red Reboot and Anchor and all that. I also play, for the traps, 3 Artifact Sanctum. Like, it's a normal trap, searchable of Lilith. Having this turn 1 is just game breaking. Why this was printed, I don't know. This is a Lair Darkness deck, so there's a lot of traps. It's at 3, you play 3, it's Torrential Tribute. Why this card's at 3, I don't know, it's just one of the best disruptive cards in the game right now. Like, even if you just hard draw it, your opponent never really plays around it. Best searchable recursion in the deck, back to the front. Despite Lilith and Arima having like 0 defense, you use them to control the board. You Torrential Tribute, you bring back to Lilith, it's all good. This card's broken. You could also revive your artifacts on your opponent's turn and reignite their effects, which is busted. 2 Ballista Squad, this is a new card from Cybernetic Horizon as a common, and I don't know what they were thinking. This card is just too good, especially in this deck. Like, tribute a monster, target 1 card your opponent controls, destroy it. You're essentially tributing your opponent's stuff to destroy your opponent's stuff. That's what this card is. Works well in tandem with enemy controller as well. Onto the 2 elves, I play 2 Heavy Storm Duster. This came up way too often in the tournament. Like, I played against Paleo, Sky Striker, Altergeist. It's just relevant. Too good a card. Here's the 2 Metaverse, the trap version of Terraforming. You want to see your field spell, but if you already have a field spell up, you'd rather not have to forcefully activate another one, especially if you're under Demise. So you just set this, so if they destroy your field spell, voila, you get another one right away. Like, this is better going first in this deck. My other spicy tech would be a Storming and Drowning Mirror Force. Storming is just generically good, it works on everything including links. Drowning comes up more often than you'd think, because with Torrential Tribute, only a few monsters and all that, you don't really control that many monsters. So this works. I also played against an Altergeist player, and Meliseek attacks directly, and this says when a monster attacks directly. shuffle all monsters they control back into the deck. It's just the safest way to deal with stuff. So I'm really happy I put that in. I might actually change the Storming for another one, but I like the ratio so far. And then 2018 Solemn Brigade. Strike, Warning, Judgment. These two are up 1, they're busted. Strike, it's because of the new time rules, which are just stupid. I wouldn't play more than 1 strike, or any more, even if there were more than 1. But they're good for game 1, game 2 and 3, they come out for more relevant cards. Moving on to the side, it's 42 cards, and I believe each and every one of them is relevant, and the deck worked too well at the event. In the side deck, 3 Toon Cyber Dragon. They give me Iblay, I tribute over it. They set up some U-Link, I get rid of it. This with Mega Fleet works, and Toon Cyber Dragon is all I had access to, but Toon Cyber Dragon's cooler than regular Cyber Dragon. Who wants regular Cyber Dragon? 2 Scapegoat. This should be at 3. This should be 3 of them, but I was only testing it at 2 on the side, and it's a fantastic card. Like, I'm going to find room for the 3rd one of this. If I can't, if it gets banned, however, I'm used to it. 2 or 1. It's just a great card. I'll be playing it in this deck no matter what. 3 Twin Twisters. This is for going 2nd against anything that runs any sort of back row, as Altergeist, Paleozoics, even Pure Striker. This is good because they just set everything back up with multi-roll, but then you Twin Twisters and voila, it's all banished. It's too good going 2nd. 3 Called Grave. This card's good for stopping hand traps and all that. Not many hand traps really mess with this deck, because it's mostly reliant on just attributing your opponent's stuff, but this card is just good, especially against graveyard based decks. You banish their Ronin, you banish their Alistair, just stuff like that. It's too good. And then Sky Striker Hate. 3 Anti-Spell, Imperial Order. These just go in going first because no one wants to deal with that. No need to explain it really. Onto the extra. Best cards in my extra deck were the 3 Tormenty Boys and the 4 Goat Boys. Any of these come on the field, you're winning. These are just fantastic because they're not level 1, so Link Reba doesn't play much of a role with these, but the fact that they have attack points just allows you to get that bit more damage on board. Like I said, this deck struggles with it. For the actual extra deck, 2 Link Spiders. I don't really have room for a Link Rebo, plus it really only works with Scapegoat and it's on the side deck, so 2 of these works because you turn the Torment tokens into these and go off more. This just works with Scapegoat. Underclock, just good for getting damage on board. You have a Diablos under it. 3K's always going to be good. Wee Witch's Apprentice. I will definitely find room for another one of these because having a 3500 untargetable, untributable boss monster is just too good. And this turns everything dark, so if I enemy controller one of my opponent's things, I could just easily go into this with the field spell. Nightmare Package, a Unicorn, a Cerberus, and a Phoenix. Didn't really see them much, but they're just good generic removal. And this one's kind of big, this one's best. You can't go wrong with them. MVP of the extra deck, Topologic Trisbania, or Trisbania. The fact that it just banishes back row is more powerful than people give it credit for, plus it's big-ish. So this allows an auto win essentially against decks like Pure Striker and Paleozoics, especially in the Striker matchup when you have anti-spell up, they set everything and you just banish everything and they're essentially done by then. 2 Link 4s is Topologic Bomber Dragon and Skulldread. Skulldread didn't really come up, it's just there in case I really need to draw cards. But my resource game in this deck is pretty good as it is. Topologic Bomber, once again, it's just for getting damage on board. Plus, it is control, partner with back to the front, they're not controlling cards with this on the field. The Mega Fleet for the Cyber Dragons. Just being able to clear the extra monster zone is pretty good. Plus, more damage on board. Cowboy for game? Yeah? No? No. Didn't happen. Unfortunately, didn't really come up because I was clearly winning for most of my games, but it's always good to have there just in case. And then this deck just struggles to get over stuff like Ultimate Falcon or Chaos Max, something stupid like that. So Utopia the Lightning is just good for those awkward moments. So I'm glad to have it there. Got a nice mouse pad for it and all. Well, that's more or less the deck, but I'm gonna refine it a bit more and hopefully win a lot more in future. Take it easy, guys.